It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Hello and welcome to CVC Valley Division Baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Italian People's Bakery, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Trenton Thunder, Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Trentonian, and Hyundai of Trenton. And a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. And Fish, we've got a good one on tap here this afternoon between the 8-5 Hamilton West Hornets and the 4-8 Ewing Blue Devils, two teams that have kind of had up and down seasons, and both teams trying to avenge a loss their last time out. What are you looking for in this matchup here between Hamilton West and Ewing?
Yeah, well, actually, you know, Jordan, you said a pleasant day to everyone. And isn't it a pleasant day, though? Probably one of the more pleasant days we could have.
It is beautiful weather out here.
Just setting the stage for everyone. Yeah, you're right. I mean, these are two teams that, I'll tell you what, Hamilton has been sputtering along lately with wins in every other game. But Ewing would love to upgrade to just sputter statuses. They've lost 6 of their last 7. They've really had some struggles lately. You mentioned, you know, Hamilton's coming off a tough 8-inning loss to Hightstown, and they stranded a lot of runners in scoring position over the course of that game, making it very frustrating. But look, West is still sitting at an 8-5 record. They have a good shot at qualifying for the 8-team Mercer County tournament. If it can win today and beat a pretty good Haddon Heights team on Saturday. Saturday is the cutoff date. Seeding meeting is the 7th, and tournament gets started next Friday, May 10th. So, you know, Hamilton could take a huge step in earning. We're going to take a look at the county tournament in a second, but Hamilton could take a huge step toward earning a berth with a win today. And just looking to get some consistency. Since starting 5-0, Hamilton's lost 2 straight. Then it's alternated between wins and losses in the last 6 games. Win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. You know, you really got to straighten that out as you get towards the postseason here. Bryce Bolognini toes the rubber for Hamilton today. He's a sophomore. He's had 2 strikes and 1 relief appearance. He's 1-0, got a win over Hopewell, has a 2.80 ERA with 20 strikeouts in 10 innings. So this kid has swing and miss potential. The problem is, Jordan, like most of these kids on Hamilton's staff, he's got to cut down on his walks. He's issued 13 of them so far. Now he's going to be opposed by Connor Gregg, a senior, who has really been Ewing's most consistent starter this year. Gregg is 2-1, 2.80 ERA, not overpowering, 13 strikeouts in 16 innings, but he does throw strikes. He's only given up 7 walks, so I'm looking for Hamilton to come out swinging the bats right away. You know, not looking to take. Jaden Jennings is hot. He's coming off a 3-hit game for Hamilton. He's got his average up to 439. Tyrone Krupe, A.J. Zuccarello, Andrew Maddalena, all tough outs. Ewing's got really 2 really outstanding hitters. Sam Simpkins, 405, and Joey Andreas is at 370, but they need some other guys to sort of come through for them. And, you know, this is a game, it's really a game between a Hamilton team playing for a few things as far as state and county seedings go against a Ewing squad that, you know, they're just trying to finish strong and have something to build on for next season. So, you know, that's the one thing with Dave Angerbrandt, the Ewing coach. He's never going to let this team get down or think we got nothing to play for, so we're just going to go out and go through the motions. You're going to see a Ewing team go out here and play hard and, you know, maybe try and muck things up for Hamilton as far as the counties and things go. You know, you look at the counties, right now the locks to get in are Lawrence and Hunn, and Robbinsville, Hightstown, and Allentown are as close to locks as you can be. Then you got Hamilton, Hopewell, Notre Dame, Nottingham, Pennington, all battling for those final 3 spots. And we have a huge game going on right now on BCB between Notre Dame and Nottingham. And I'm guessing the loser of that one does not get in, barring other things happening. And we also have Allentown playing Robbinsville in a battle for higher seeding. So There's a lot riding on these games. There's a lot riding on this one for Hamilton West.
Well, we are in May, and once you get to May, it's time to start looking towards the postseason. Both of these two teams, though, have to focus on the task at hand here this afternoon. Hamilton West looking to improve to 9-5. Ewing Blue Devils looking to win for just the second time. Now it would be in their last 8 contests. Blue Devils taking the field, and the Hamilton West Hornets will be coming up to bat in a moment, and heading out to the mound will be the right-hander Ryan Gregg, as he will be the pitcher here for Ewing. And let's run down the Hamilton West lineup that he will face. Leading it off will be Tyrone Krupe, the shortstop. He's followed by the second baseman Jaden Jennings, and the pitcher Bryce Bolognini bats third. AJ Maddalena is the designated hitter. He bats fourth, followed by Adrian Byra, the first baseman, batting fifth. Simeon McDaniel does the catching today. He bats sixth. And the bottom third are the third baseman Daniel Tozy, right fielder Tristan Bonilla, and the center fielder Derek Anson. Hamilton West coming off, like you mentioned, Fish, a 5-1 loss against Hightstown on Tuesday. The one run that they had scored the fewest all season. It's been a topsy-turvy campaign so far for the Hornets. They began the year on a 5-game win streak, but since the inconsistencies have plagued them, and they've gone win-loss, win-loss, win-loss their last 6 games. So if that holds true, it should be a good afternoon for Hamilton West. But the Ewing Blue Devils, they will be looking to end that stretch here. They come off of a 5-3 loss against Hillsborough on Monday. They've lost 2 straight and 6 of 7 after opening the year 3-2. This has been a matchup that has been dominated by the Hornets over the years. 15 of the last 16 contests between these two squads have gone in favor of Hamilton West, with the lone Ewing win coming back in 2022 on this field.
That's pretty amazing that one team can have another team's number that much, because Ewing has had some decent teams over that time, but some teams do. They just have your number, and you just got to ride it out and try to come up with a win.
So Tyrone Krupe digs in, the shortstop, to lead it off, and the first pitch is to the backstop.
Well, now he's got to show him his high hard one.
Figure it's only up from here now for Gregg out on the mound.
Or down.
Yeah.
Hopefully his pitches are down. That ball was about 2 feet over Krupe's head.
Krupe, who comes in hitting .381 on the season, this time takes a strike as Gregg finds the zone and evens up the count at 1.
Yeah, Gregg is, he's one of those what you call crafty lefties. He's got a little bit of an arsenal, and he'll throw a fastball in, but mix in his off-speed stuff. Probably, sometimes use the fastball to set that stuff up, and he's jumped ahead now since that high ball.
Gregg kicks and delivers a 1-2, swing and a miss. Good start for Ryan Gregg. Comes back after airmailing the first pitch and gets 3 straight strikes to retire Krupe for the first out of the inning.
Do you think he threw that first high pitch to give them a false sense of security?
Little show-me fastball, 4 feet high.
Yeah. At least the ump didn't have to worry about making a borderline call on that one.
Yeah. That brings up the second baseman now, Jaden Jennings. He stands in from the right side, and the first pitch from Gregg is a fastball on the outside corner.
Jennings, as we said, 3 hits the other day against Hightstown.
Yeah, and he's been on fire really the whole season. .439 hitter in 41 ABs. Fouls this one off over the Ewing dugout, out of play.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Hamilton's they've got good hitters. They've got these pitchers with decent stuff. Just got to stop those bases on balls. I feel like a broken record. I say it every time we do a Hamilton game. But, 71 walks and 83 innings pitched, that's a lot.
So Jennings stays alive. It remains no balls and 2 strikes. The right-hander Gregg kicks and delivers an 0-2, and it's flared out towards short right. Going back on it is Lesko. He can't get it. It's going to fall in fair territory, and Jennings is aboard with a 1-out single.
There you go. That's what happens when you're hot. You stick the bat out there and get it to bloop in, and doesn't have to hit it hard. You just get hits.
Flick that one out off the end of the bat and just found green grass in between, kind of in that Bermuda Triangle between second base, first base, and right field.
Got the point guard over here looking like a One of those women from the 1890s with her parasol over her head.
Anything you can do to stay cool on a day where it's in the high 80s.
Well, she's actually guarding the equipment from getting overheated, but she's also making sure she herself doesn't get overheated.
1 ball, no strikes now to the pitcher, Bryce Bolognini, 296 hitter. He's walked 12 times. That leads this Hamilton West squad. And he's got the count even, 1-1. Pitcher's pitch there, down and away.
And that big game over at Nottingham, Notre Dame leading Hamilton 2-0 in the third inning.
1-1 out of the stretches, Greg, and that time he couldn't shoot the corner.
That game, Notre Dame's coming in with a 4-game win streak and 8-7. Nottingham on a 7-game win streak at 7-5.
Yeah, how about Nottingham? I don't think anybody expected that.
Not after an 0-5 start, that's for sure.
2-1 is down the middle, chopped towards first. Lesko's got it, touches the bag for one, goes to second. The tag is not in time.
Well, good. I mean, Lesko, that was his play. He had to go to first because if he'd have tried to get the forced second, never would have come back to get the double play. But I think a little bit better throw might have had him.
Yeah, it was a little bit wide, and Jennings decided to go into second base standing up as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise.
So here is the designated hitter, A.J. Maddalena. First pitch high, 1-0. Mark that last play down, fielder's choice, 3-6. Maddalena, a .362 hitter. 17 hits this season, 6 runs driven in. That one, a good play by the catcher, Chris Salmon, behind home plate. Had that one skip off the plate and was able to stay down on it. Open base at first, Maddalena ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch from Greg. Over for strike one, late call. And a bit of a quiet call as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a quiet call.
Either way, 2 balls and 1 strike, and Greg looking to go to work, trying to strand that runner out at second. The 2-1, that time way outside.
Well, you got a base open here, so walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Adrian Byra, the first baseman, in the on-deck circle for the Hornets. On a 3-1, Maddalena takes on the outside corner. Been working him away here. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if Ryan Gray goes back to the well one more time. The 3-2 hit foul.
I don't know why I called Greg a crafty lefty. He's obviously a righty.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
First inning, just getting accustomed to everything.
Well, one of us does, yeah. Yeah, getting accustomed to right to left.
The right-hander, Greg, kicks and delivers a 3-2. That one's flared in the air out towards left. Over on it is Elam into the alley, says he's got it, and he is correct. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We will head to the bottom of the first. It is Hamilton West, nothing. Ewing coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network, and it gives me a chance to remind you that Tyler DiLorenzo, the former outstanding hockey player and 2012 graduate of Notre Dame High School, invites all his Mercer County friends to visit him at his great restaurant, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, in nearby Levittown. Tyler is a third-generation pie maker and owner of DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, and carrying on the tradition his great-grandparents started back in Trenton's Chambersburg section in 1938, featuring their iconic Trenton tomato pie. Come visit DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in Levittown and enjoy their tasty soups and sandwiches made famous by Tyler's grandfather, Big Rick DiLorenzo's. The Berg Pizza is in the Vermilion Square at 8919 New Falls Road in nearby Levittown. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., closed on Mondays, and they do catering in Mercer and Bucks counties as well. And the Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton.
Here's my left-hander, buddy, Bryce Bolognini.
You got it right eventually.
Yes, and he's a hard-throwing lefty, not a crafty lefty.
And
he could be crafty, but...
And let's take a look at the lineup that Bolognini will face. It'll be the shortstop Sam Simpkins leading it off, followed by Sam Leibowitz. He's in right field, and Jake Mignona bats third. He's over at third base. The second baseman, Joey Andreas, bats cleanup. Colin Elam, the left fielder, and DH bats fifth, followed by Chris Salmon, the catcher. And the bottom third are the first baseman, Keith Lesko, the pitcher, Ryan Gregg, and center fielder, Lorenzo Petrone. Bottom of the first, no score here from Ewing High School. And Sam Simpkins hitting .405 on the year, takes the first pitch strike outside, 1-0.
Simpkins, this gives you an idea of how much Ewing's offense is struggling. Simpson's hitting .405, and yet he's only got 6 runs scored out of that leadoff spot. He tied for second on the team, so they got to get more runs.
1-1 hits the corner. It's 1-2. This Ewing baseball squad as a team comes in with a .256 average, but just a slugging percentage of .300. So lots of singles in these Ewing bats.
Exactly.
That one is just a bit outside, 2-2.
A lot of station-to-station baseball.
They've scored only 52 runs this season. That's the fewest in the Valley Division, third overall in the CVC. 2-2 pitch down and away.
He doesn't walk a lot. He's only got 1, which is a little surprising from a leadoff guy. But when you're hitting .405.
On a 3-2, Simpkins takes a strike 3 called. He's not happy with it. Bolognini kept going outside, and that time he was able to get the corner again. 1 down here in the first.
Yeah, I guess that's why he doesn't walk a lot. He figures, I'd rather swing and be out than get called out on a strike.
Well, with his reaction, I think he thought he was going to get his second walk of the season.
I do too.
And that'll be the right fielder, Sam Leibowitz. And the first pitch to him is on the outside corner. Bolognini's got that pitch working right now. It's 0-1. Leibowitz hitting an even 330 at-bats. 3 RBIs, 9 singles on those 9 hits. Count even now at 1.
Yeah, they got 10 extra base hits, 11, I'm sorry. And Simpkins has 4 of them, 3 doubles and a triple, so.
Leibowitz takes a strike.
Not really finding the gaps.
Sam Leibowitz, sophomore, playing right field today, behind in the count, 1-2. Bolognini delivers, and that one shot foul. So far here early in this game from Bolognini, it's been fastball, fastball, fastball. Hasn't really mixed in the breaking stuff, and at least to this point here early on hasn't needed to. He'll step off and call time. A little bit of a funky delivery here from Bolognini as he kind of brings that ball way back behind his body. This one's popped up foul over our heads.
Might be wondering why we're starting late today, but we're wondering it too. We have no idea. This game wasn't the usual 4 o'clock start, but 4:45.
Trying something different on a beautiful evening, and that one again is ripped foul.
Well, fortunately, ESPN decided that the Sixers are on at 9 tonight, so we were like, we can get home and not miss the start of a 7 o'clock game.
Yeah, and it would have been 7:30. I think we're the only people in the city that are happy that the Sixers game is at 9 tonight. We don't have to rush home after this.
Right, yeah. Everybody else has to stay awake.
Leibowitz takes strike 3 and back-to-back backwards Ks to start the bottom of the first.
Well, Greg obviously doing something to fool these guys. Catching them looking to get two batters in a row.
Now here's the third baseman, Jake Mignona. Mignona comes in sporting a 147 average, but he's hitting in the third spot here, lefty on lefty. Maybe a bit of an interesting decision there with the lineup. And he shoots this one out towards shortstop. Taking it on a hop is Krupe across the diamond in time, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for the left-hander Bolognini. We will head to the second. No score on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Welcome back to Ewing. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. No score between the Hornets and the Blue Devils as we head to the top of the second. And due up for Hamilton West will be the first baseman, Adrian Byra, the catcher, Simeon McDaniel, and the third baseman, Daniel Tozy, 5, 6, and 7 in this Hornets lineup. Ryan Gregg back to work, a strikeout in the first inning, also allowed a single.
Yeah, a little bit of everything that inning. Strikeout, fielder's choice, fly ball.
Pitch 4 feet high.
Yeah, pitch 4 feet high, yeah. It was just a regular buffet of stuff.
And that was his first pitch of the game, too. And after that, we were thinking, oh, boy. But he was able to settle down after just one pitch, and he's now ahead 0-1 on the first baseman, Adrian Byra. Byra enters with a .211 average and 38 at-bats, 8 hits, 7 RBIs. Count even at 1.
My dad told me about a guy that used to pitch back in the 40s, I guess. And he had big Coke bottle glasses that looked like he was blind, and he'd come in and he'd throw like 5 fastballs into the backstop, and the other team was so scared watching him warm up, they'd all bail out on him. Then none of them would dig in. It was like his big, psychological warfare.
2 balls and 1 strike here, and the pitch is hit in the air off of first. Lesko giving chase, and he can't get it. Going back to your story there, Fish, why do I feel like all those types of stories come from, like, baseball games in, like, the 30s, 40s, 50s? Like, you don't hear any of that stuff in, like, in 2024 Major League Baseball. None of that happens anymore.
Because they were, like, really cool characters back then, you know? And they just, those guys weren't millionaires. Those guys they loved the game, and they had fun playing it, and they just, again, they were characters. There's been some great books written about guys like that.
And a called strike 3, second strikeout of the day for Ryan Gregg, and there's 1 gone here in the second. I wonder how something like that would fly in 2024 Major League Baseball, though.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Charlie Sheen's Wild Thing in Major Leagues, but that was a movie.
It's about the closest we get to that type of stuff nowadays, as that one's bounced up there to the catcher, Simeon McDaniel.
Yeah, there was a guy, he hit a home run. It was the first home run he ever hit. He ran around the bases backwards.
That, I feel like, is actually something that would be more likely to happen here in 2024 with the whole let the kids play moniker, and
Yeah.
that sounds like something maybe like Ronald Acuna Jr. or Fernando Tatis would do.
Yeah, I could see that. And then they would say, oh, they're showing them up. No, they're not. They're having fun.
2 balls and 1 strike here to McDaniel. Fastball chopped foul, 2-2.
Notice how Ronald Acuna was at the top of your list there. That's a pretty good guess as who would do something like that.
On a 2-2, that's delivered low. Well, it's funny because I actually don't mind the way that Acuna plays the game. I like guys with flair, but as a Phillies fan,
Oh, yeah.
I have a certain type of feeling towards that right fielder from the Braves, as this one's off the end of the bat foul.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't been doing much backwards jogging around the bases in the playoffs against the Phillies, I'll say that.
No, he has not. No, he has not.
3-2 to McDaniel, hit foul again. So another full count so far. Hamilton West making Ryan Gregg work for these outs, and that one's up and in, ball 4, second base runner of the game for the Hornets. Simeon McDaniel draws a 1-out walk, and will bring up the third baseman, Daniel Tozy.
That's a second start now. Second straight start for Simeon McDaniel at the catcher. And he's getting courtesy run for number 6.
That's going to be Joaquin Gutierrez going out to first.
Yeah.
McDaniel will get some fist bumps and head back to the dugout.
Yeah, McDaniel came up. He got a hit the other day. Did what you just saw there, kind of hung tough on some foul balls. Got some good swings.
And we'll see if Gutierrez will be off here. Over at first with 1 out as Daniel Tozy digs in. That pitch is outside, 1-0. I'll tell you what, Daniel Tozy looks like he could be playing for the Sixers later tonight.
I know. He's a big one. Hamilton's got some pretty big guys.
Fitting that he plays third base. You see a lot of tall third basemen in the league. That one cut on and missed. Healthy hack, 1-1. Gutierrez takes his lead off first. Gregg will check the runner. And on a 1-1, Tozy pops this one up high in the air off of third. Over on it is Mignona. Back into fair territory, makes the grab, 2 down, and Gutierrez will retreat back to first.
Yeah, just threw a little curveball up there. Just enough to keep him off balance and get under it.
Got him just a hair out in front of that one. And so now with 2 down, the left-handed hitting and right fielder, Tristan Bonilla, will dig in. First pitch to Bonilla is fouled off the mask of Chris Salmon. It's 0-1.
Well, no. A couple people texted and said that I'm talking low. Really? Yeah. Just a little. Okay.
Tristan Bonilla in 26 at-bats this season, hitting .192, 5 hits, 6 RBIs, 4 singles, and a triple. 0-1 loops in there, 0-2. That curveball there had some late break, and looked like Bonilla had kind of given up on it. Runner on first, Gregg looking for strikeout number 3. That one, a nice play. Going is Gutierrez. The throw sails into center field. Backed up nicely by Lorenzo Patron. It'll hold Gutierrez at second as he's in on the stolen base.
Well, there you go. Hamilton, anybody that follows Hamilton has known over the years they were a running team under Mike Masseri, and haven't done much of that this year with just 17 steals, but put 18 in the book.
And so it gets the speedy Gutierrez into scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nothing game, top of the second. And that one is dribbled out to short and across the diamond in time there from Sam Simpkins retires the side.
Hey, good job by Simpkins. That ball was not hit hard. He had to pick it up, throw it pretty darn quick, and he did.
No runs, 1 hit, and a man left. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the second. And I'd like to remind you that the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location, 63 Butler Street, for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is a place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery, since 1936. Today's game is also brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And the District Community Relations Committee is meeting from 5 to 6 p.m. on May 14th. Link to register and more information can be found at htsdnj.org in the community section. Questions can be sent to dcr@htsdnj.org.
A little windy here, pal.
Yeah, the wind has been in and out so far. It hasn't been consistent, but when it whips, our papers begin to go flying.
It's a gush. We always have to have everything clamped down.
And so as we head to the bottom of the second here for Ewing, middle of their lineup due up, second baseman Joey Andreas, the left fielder and designated hitter Colin Elam, and then the catcher Chris Salmon here in the bottom of the second.
Joey Andreas having a nice year for himself.
Yeah, Andreas comes in a .370 average, 7 singles, 3 doubles, and he's behind 0-1.
Also one of the Blue Devils pitchers.
On an 0-1, Andreas takes outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. For the pitcher on the Hamilton West side right now, Bryce Bolognini, 2 strikeouts looking in the top of the first. And the 1-1 is curveball in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bolognini working quickly. And the 2-1 pitch to Andreas is hit in the air out towards right field, angling over his Bonilla towards the line. He can't get it. It drops.
I think he dropped it, didn't he?
I think he might have had trouble with it, didn't know quite where it was. It fell right in front of him.
Oh, okay. I thought it dropped out of his glove. Okay. Well, I can't say he lost that in the sun. The sun is sort of on the side of him.
We'll score that a single.
Yeah.
So first hit of the day for Ewing, and it brings Colin Elam to the dish.
I mean, it probably should have been caught. He just didn't see it real well off the bat and didn't really get to track it too well. But
looked like he was kind of fighting it the whole way as the throw over is not in time. Andreas back with a dive. Leadoff man on here for Colin Elam. And the first pitch way outside. And he's ahead in the count now, 1-0. Elam comes in hitting just 200 on the year, 2 RBIs and 30 at-bats. Tell you what, the last time I was on a Ewing game a few weeks ago when they took on Lawrence, Colin Elam was on the mound, and he shut down those Cardinals bats for 5 innings. They were able to jump on him in the 6th, but no easy task to slow down that offense they've got over there at Lawrence, and Elam did a great job on the mound that day.
You are absolutely right about that. I am looking forward to, we're going to have next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, the following Saturday, we're going to have Gloucester Catholic and Lawrence. Gloucester Catholic, the #1 team ranked in the state right now, against the Cardinals. That ought to be a good one.
That'll be a real fun matchup as the 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike, 2-1. I'll tell you what, you got to believe the Lawrence Cardinals, they're going to be up for that one. They just went on the road and took down Bridgewater Raritan, who's up in the top 10 in New Jersey. Went on the road, beat them 5-2 yesterday.
Well, they want to win a state title this year. There's no doubt.
Yeah, came very close last year and trying to get back and finish the job here in 2024.
Yep, got to the Central Jersey Finals. Battled a Middletown South team. They got behind by a lot, kept battling back, made it a game. And everybody back but one player on that team. And their record shows at 15-1. There he goes.
Runner goes, 3-1 pitch, hit foul. Tell you what, Andreas had that one stolen.
Yep.
But he'll have to turn around and jog back to first as it's now a full count to the Blue Devils left fielder.
Makes you wonder if that's a hit and run. Might not have been a hit and run.
And if he was off 3-1, you got to believe he's going to be off here 3-2.
I would think.
Andreas takes his lead off of first.
I think we'll see a throw over there.
And we do. And he is back, so Bryce Bolognini thinking along with us. He does not go, and the 3-2 is low into the backstop, and McDaniel will have to go back to get it. He'll hold the runner at second, so now 2 on with nobody out for the catcher, Chris Salmon. Single that maybe should have been caught out in right field and a walk. Have the Blue Devils threatening here in the bottom of the second. This Ewing team, they've played a ton of road games, 2-6 on the road, just 2-2 here at home. They played 8 of their first 9 games this season on the road, and now are in the midst of a 9-game homestand, this being game number 4. Salmon shows bunt and takes a ball down low, 1-0.
Yeah, those amazing Nottingham North Stars. They were spotted Notre Dame at 2-0 lead. They're now up 3-2 and still batting in the bottom of the 4th. So, all right, stop it. Shut up, Mike Warren.
He didn't mean that, Mike, if you tune into this game later. This one's bunted. It'll roll foul. It's 1-1. We love you, Mike.
Yeah.
Rich Fisher just kidding around. At least that's what we'll say on air.
Yeah, just joshing with you, buddy. Well, we have our own game to worry about. But that is a big game in the whole scheme of things where this Mercer County tournament seeding is headed. So,
yeah, we get now into May, deeper into the season. We start to look at standings. We start to look at power points more and more as the state playoffs coming up in just a few weeks.
Well, nobody's going to catch Lawrence in that Valley division, I don't think.
No, they are way up. I believe they've got like 435 points or something, and are like 60 or 70 up on the next team. This one bunted right back to Bolognini. Looks to third and will throw to first. So sacrifice is successful. And now 2 in scoring position for Keith Lesko.
Well done by Salmon. Got it down nicely. You only played it first. Fundamentals.
Andreas moves up to third. Up to second goes Colin Elam.
Dave Angerant told me earlier today when I was asking him who his starting pitching was, he says his team has to come out strong today. So by that, I guess he means he wants them to get out on top.
This one's down low, 1-0.
Big chance to do so right now.
And the pitching has done its job. Ryan Gregg with 2 scoreless frames, and Keith Lesko up here in 30 at-bats. He's got 7 runs driven in this season, hitting .267. Base open at first, the 1-0 is fouled and gets stuck in the backstop. And Simeon McDaniel will have to dig that one out of the fence.
Yeah, Lesko has 8 hits, but 7 RBIs, so he's been getting production out of his hits, and here's another chance.
Andreas at third, Elam at second. On a 1-1, Lesko takes a breaking ball away. Tried to backdoor that one, did Bolognini, and couldn't get it to come all the way back.
Yeah, just missed coming back over that corner.
So 2-1. Ryan Gregg, the pitcher, is in the on-deck circle. The 2-1 from Bolognini is low, 3-1. Now open base at first. We'll see how Bolognini wants to play this. Still early in this game, but
Yeah, I mean,
A walk would put the double play back in order.
right, and you don't want to come in and give him a fat one to hit. I mean, 3-1, you know, that's always the hitter's count.
He's been working a lot of these Ewing right-handers away. It worked to his success in the first inning. Here in the second, though, had a little bit of trouble commanding that outside part of the plate. Lesko asks for time and gets it. The 3-1 bounces, ball four, and it gets away. Here comes Andreas for the plate. He's going to score, and the Blue Devils strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a disastrous pitch. You not only walk a guy, put him on, you bring a guy home and send the other guy over to third, still with 1 out.
And so now it'll be Ryan Gregg, the pitcher, with runners on the corners and it's actually going to be runners on second and third as that ball went out of play. Wait, nope.
Yeah, they're sending him back.
At least Lesko tried to sell that it went out of play. It fooled me, but not the umpires.
Well, if only you were an ump.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I get on them a lot, but I don't think I could do what they do.
No, I mean, if Lesko would be very happy.
He would
if
be.
only you were an ump.
He'd be in scoring position.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, his team's got a 1-0 lead, and Ryan Gregg a chance to help his own cause with runners on the corners and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, and giving it a look will be Adrian Byra, but it's back into the crowd.
Greg would love to just help his cause by popping a sacrifice fly here.
You just need one deep enough into the outfield to score Colin Elam from third. The 0-1, he squares. It's a suicide squeeze, and it's worked to perfection. The runner is out at first. Up to second base goes Lesko. Tell you what, that's probably the first time in a good 5 or 6 years I've seen not only a suicide squeeze attempted, but worked successfully, and it's 2-0 Ewing.
Absolutely, man. That was textbook. Absolute textbook. Elam coming down, broke. It was do or die. Lesko Greg had to get it down, and he did just that. And I mean, you talk about.
Now this one goes to the backstop and up to third base goes Keith Lesko. You all right?
Yeah, some dirt or dust got down my throat there.
All the sliding going on out there. The
Yeah.
dust has made its way over to the broadcast booth.
I think you're right.
It's 1 ball, no strikes here to Lorenzo Patron. Third run 90 feet away, and the 1-0 pitch is up and in.
You talk about manufacturing runs. A single, a walk, a sacrifice. Wild pitch and a squeeze.
2 balls, no strikes. This has been very 2000s-ish baseball here for the Blue Devils here in the second. 2-0 is on the inside corner, 2-1. Lorenzo Patron, this being his 22nd at-bat, hitting 190 on the year, 6 RBIs. Bolognini delivers a 2-1, and it's on the outside corner, 2-2.
Well, if he could just pop one out there, a little hit, that'd be a lot. That'd be some really gravy on the potatoes here for these guys.
2-2 is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter Sam Simpkins waits on deck. He's 0 for 1. Another full count for Bolognini. Lorenzo Patron, a chance to give his team a 3-run lead here, bottom of the second. Left on left, the 3-2 fouled away and back up and over the street and into someone's front yard.
Let's hope that's where it went, because I'm parked right along there.
I think you're safe for that one at least.
All right.
I unfortunately can't guarantee anything the rest of the way.
Oh, come on. All the money I paid for that parking spot.
The 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball got him looking. And Bolognini gets out of the inning. He does allow 2 runs, though, and it's a 2-0 Blue Devils lead as we head to the third on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Ewing. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. 2-0 Blue Devils lead as we head to the third here on the WBCB Sports Network. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the visiting Hornets. That's the center fielder Derek Anson, shortstop Tyrone Krupe, and the second baseman Jaden Jennings. On to face Ryan Gregg, who's through 2 innings of shutout ball.
Well, Dave Angeran said we have to come out strong. They've come out strong. Now they have to stay strong in the middle innings and finish strong.
They've won the early battle.
Yes.
And still 5 innings left, lots of time. Hamilton West looking to answer after Ewing was able to strike for 2 runs, playing a whole lot of small ball. This one's flared out towards left. Elam on the run towards the line. He can't get it, and it's a fair ball. Rounding first is Anson. He's headed for second. He's going to get there standing. It's a leadoff double. The throw back in nearly gets away, but backed up nicely. It'll hold Anson out there at second base. And now the lineup turns over for Tyrone Krupe.
Yeah, Elam came pretty darn close to grabbing that ball.
Yeah, and a lot of room out there. Not only in fair territory, but in foul territory as well. Ended up kind of overrunning it a bit, and the leadoff man is out at second. Tyrone Krupe struck out swinging his first time up, and he's ahead 1-0 as that fastball is below the knees. Hamilton West averaging over 6 runs a game this season. That one's bounced, and a nice play by Salmon to keep it close. It'll hold Anson out there at second base.
It's be big for Hamilton to get this run in. And, you know, you always like to see your pitcher get that shutdown inning after you score a couple.
2 balls and 1 strike. Home plate umpire giving that outside corner here today.
That looked a little more than off the corner, I think.
A little wide, but he's been consistent with it, and typically that's all you would ask for.
Well, exactly. You're exactly right.
Breaking ball doesn't really break. It's upstairs, 3-1. Open base at first. Jaden Jennings, the second baseman in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to. Even if this is a pitch around, I don't know, man, with Jaden Jennings coming up.
Not with that pitch. Fastball down the middle, and Krupe taking all the way. It's a full count. A lot of full counts here for both pitchers in the early going.
Yeah, I think we're going to, yeah. Hey, look at the pitch counts, 46 and 41. I just noticed that they had the pitch counts up out there. Yay.
That's something we're not used to seeing here.
No, we see it
in
over at
Mercer
Veterans
County.
Park when they play games there, but this is great.
And those numbers not really where either pitcher wants to be at.
No, not in the third inning.
Pitch number 47 is cut on, foul tipped, hung on to by Salmon, one away.
Well, he's had Krupe's number so far.
2 strikeouts, both swinging, and it brings the second baseman, Jaden Jennings, to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single.
Well, they want Jennings to stay hot.
Came into this one hitting .439, and he's up that average here. Now up over .440. That one's skied towards short left. Out is the shortstop, Simpkins. He's under it, makes the grab. 2 down. Then now the pitcher, Bryce Bolognini, will step in. And after the leadoff double by Anson, he's still out there at second with 2 down now, top of the third. Pitcher on pitcher, 0-1. Down and in breaking ball out of the right hand of Greg, and he's gotten it ahead in the count.
Elam's got to feel pretty confident right now. 2 big outs after a leadoff double.
That one down and in with the heater. It's 1-1. Bolognini grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first. 1-1. Hit on the ground sharply towards second. Andreas up with it, over to first in time. And Ryan Gregg able to work around the leadoff double. No runs, a hit. 1 man left. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Blue Devils. They will look to add to that lead when they come up to bat in the bottom half of the inning. And I'd like to let you know that Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday Dollar Dog nights, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. And if you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The experienced shelter staff will do their best to match you with a companion that's a good fit for you and your family and lifestyle. The shelter has cats and dogs available, and sometimes smaller pets like rabbits, birds, and reptiles. Not ready to adopt but want to help the animals? There are volunteer and fostering opportunities available. The Hamilton Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays till 7 p.m., closed on Sundays. Visit their adoptable pets at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter, and also learn about volunteer and foster programs. That's hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. The shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue off South Olden Avenue. Back to action here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Ewing on top of the Hornets.
Well, that was a good job of Colin Elam to get out of that and get that shutdown inning, and that's kind of keeps the momentum on Ewing's side now. They not only got a couple runs, but they survived a bit of a mini threat by Hamilton. You get a guy on second with nobody out, you hope to get him over and get him in. They did not do that.
And Sam Simpkins, the shortstop, digs in and takes a healthy cut at the first one and misses. It's 0-1. 1, 2, and 3 due up here in the bottom of the third for Ewing. Simpkins, Leibowitz, and Mignona. The 0-1 for Bolognini, fouled away, and it's 0-2. And a great job by our cameraman, Nick Gallagher, not to flinch on that one.
Nick is just he's just an inspiration to all of us.
Braver man than us over here. 0-2 pitch up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Simpkins. Simpkins ready on a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He's gone down on strikes twice this afternoon, and there's 1 out here in the third.
Yeah, that's 4 now for Bolognini. First one swinging. The first 3 were all looking.
And the right fielder, Sam Leibowitz, will be the batter. He was one of those strikeout victims back in the first. Gets the outside corner again. No balls and 1 strike. He's been working the outside part of the plate, especially to these right-handers, all afternoon long. Working quickly, and he's ahead now 0-2. Tell you what, there's this net that kind of goes around behind, and it stretches from the first base dugout to the third base dugout. It has not really protected anyone from foul balls here today.
No. No, it's not.
The 0-2 pitch is hit on the ground out towards second. Oh. Jennings gobbles it up, throws high, and holding onto the bag is Adrian Byra for the second out.
You talk about a room service hop. Holy cow. Hit that pebble, just came right into his hands like it belonged there.
And after a rough second inning, so far an easy bottom of the third for Bryce Bolognini out on the mound. Just 7 pitches here to retire the first 2 batters, and now Jake Mignona, the third baseman, digs into the batter's box and takes a first pitch heater for strike 1. Long set, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Blew that one by him.
Pretty impressive for a sophomore, I'll tell you that much. Good stats coming in.
He's behind 0-2, got a battle. The 0-2 pitch is flared out towards shortstop, and it takes a wicked hot barehanding it, and the throw is well wide from Krupe up to second base. Goes Jake Mignona, and he's in scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, Krupe didn't have much of a chance of getting him there. He probably should have just eaten that one and let him take first. As it turns out, I mean, infield single to take second on the error. Now you got another guy in scoring position.
Yeah, single E6 as Mignona jogs back out to second. And now the cleanup hitter, Joey Andreas, digs in. Singled and came around to score on a wild pitch last inning.
Yeah, I mean, Ewing is taking advantage of the mistakes. Well, the biggest mistake was that wild pitch. They got a run on it and got another runner over, and then they got that runner in by squeezing him home. So they got a lot of mileage out of that one wild pitch.
And kind of interesting right there, Bryce Bolognini asks Simeon McDaniel to come out and talk to him. They talk for about a second or two and then go back to their positions, and the first pitch is a fastball away, 1 ball, no strikes. .1-0 taken up high, 2 balls and no strikes, and wonder maybe if they're working around Andreas, those 2 pitches haven't been close, open base at first.
I mean, maybe that's what they talked about, you know. Maybe he said to him nothing good or, you know, something like that. He might have gotten a signal from Jerry Gomez in the dugout.
Checks the runner, delivers a 2-0, breaking ball in the dirt, 3 balls and no strikes. And you deliver a breaking ball 2-0, you got to believe you are working around the batter at the plate. So now 3-0. Colin Elam, the left fielder, waits on deck. Joey Andreas at the plate.
I like that. McDaniel getting a little fist bump from the umpire for making a nice play on that ball in the dirt.
He doesn't get the call there, so it's a 4-pitch walk for Andreas. It will bring Elam to the dish, 2 on, 2 out. And after a very easy first 2 batters that Bolognini faced here in the bottom of the third, these last 2 have been trouble, and now he's got to work his way out of another jam.
Yeah, well, he does have the force set up now at all 3 bases, so.
Already the third walk here in 2 2/3 innings for the Hamilton West left-hander. First pitch to Elam, first pitch swinging, popped up, shallow center. Coming in on it is Anson, settles under it, makes the grab, and 1 pitch retires Colin Elam. No runs, a hit, 2 men left. We'll head to the 4th, 2-0 Ewing on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to just a beautiful afternoon here from Ewing High School. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. 2-0 Blue Devils as we enter the top of the fourth inning. A.J. Madalena, Adrian Byra, Simeon McDaniel due up 4, 5, and 6 in the Hamilton West order, out to face Ryan Gregg, who's threw 3 scoreless on his home mound. Madalena flew out to left field his first time out. This one's ripped up the middle. It's going to be a leadoff single past the diving Andreas at second. And the leadoff man is aboard for Hamilton West in the fourth.
Yeah, second straight inning now. They gotten their leadoff guy on. First time it was a double, now it's a single, but Colin Elam can't keep giving leadoff guys on because that sooner or later that comes back to bite you.
Yeah, especially this Hamilton West team. They've scored 82 runs on the year, about middle of the pack in the CVC. And the first baseman, Adrian Byra, digs in. 8 hits, all singles this season. First pitch to him is up high, 1-0. Gregg peers and checks the runner, who's off and running. Pitches ripped out towards where the shortstop would have been, but it trickles into left field. Heading to third base goes Madalena. He's in with a slide, and that hit and run worked to perfection as Simpkins had to vacate the area to cover second base. Byra takes full advantage. Runners on the corners with nobody out.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you want from a hit and run. You want the runner to make things more convenient for the hitter, and that's exactly what happened. And Hamilton's got something cooking now.
And so that'll be the catcher, Simeon McDaniel, who walked back in the second inning. He digs in with a chance to get his team on the board here. 2-0 ball game, top of the fourth. He squares. The pitch is bunted foul up the first base line.
And that looked more like a safety squeeze because Madalena didn't break until the ball was bunted.
Yeah, and we saw on the bottom of the second, Ewing score their second run of the game on a suicide squeeze.
Yeah. That one was not suicide. Oh, they left the bat up on home plate nicely for McDaniel to come pick up.
Very aesthetically pleasing setup.
Yes. Beautiful thing.
Madalena off of third, Byra off of first. Elam in the batter's box, down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Third baseman Mignona in, and they throw over to first. Byra back standing. No balls, 1 strike. McDaniel squares, this time bunted towards first, charging on in and flipping it to home plate. They're going to get him. What a play by Keith Lesko, heads up. And he guns down Madalena, who's still down on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, Lesko was creeping in because, I mean, they tried it once, and you know, he had an idea they might try it again, and it was just bunted a little too hard, and he had a chance to get it. Now let's just hope that Madalena's okay. He's slow getting up.
Yeah, he's holding his left shoulder. Ewing training staff out to attend to A.J. Madalena. While they do that, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back with more action next on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Welcome back. A.J. Madalena able to walk back to the Ewing or to the Hamilton West dugout after getting thrown out at home by a heads-up flip by Keith Lesko over at first. And Simeon McDaniel tried a sack bunt to get the runner home. And so now it's second and first with one out, still a 2-0 game. That one eats up the third baseman, Mignona, into left. They'll hold Byra up at third, and the bases are loaded with one away.
Yeah. Well, it took a little bit of a hop there on him.
It's the third hit of the inning for Hamilton West, all singles, and they've got him juiced with one out.
Yeah, you know, if Hamilton had done the suicide squeeze like Ewing did instead of that safety squeeze, they would have had that run no problem.
And, of course, it's a big risk, but it would have worked out that time as Tristan Bonilla digs in and takes a pitch up high, 1-0.
I just hope Madalena's okay. I mean, he walked off, but it was his shoulder that was bothering him. His left shoulder, the trainer was sort of prodding it a little bit, and he kind of had it. Looked like he was hanging a little bit. Not hanging, but I don't know. It just looked like it was bothering him when he walked off. We'll see.
Good play there by Chris Salmon to keep that ball in front of him. Ryan Gregg will get a new baseball, and he's behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. No place to put Tristan Bonilla.
No, sir.
He grounded out to shortstop his last time up. I'm sure Ewing would like another one of those, try to roll a double play. 2-1.
Elam's got to really be tough now.
Gregg takes a deep breath out there on the mound. Kicks and delivers a 2-1, and it's cut on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strikeout would be gigantic. 1 down, top of the 4th, and Hamilton West trying to get on the board here. The 2-2 pitch coming to Bonilla. Strike 3 called. He got him looking. Fastball down the middle, and it froze Tristan Bonilla 2 away in the top of the 4th.
And it was, as you said, gigantic.
The 4th strikeout of the game for Gregg, none bigger than that one. Now the 9-hole hitter, Derek Anson, digs in. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. Gregg not out of the woods quite yet.
And that was clutch. I mean, you're down 2-0. You know, you're 2 balls away from walking a guy in, and you come back through 3 straight strikes. Now he's down 1-0.
Down 1-0 to the center fielder, Derek Anson, who doubled his last time up. Up and away, 2 balls and no strikes, so he's in the same position he was to Bonilla.
Yeah, you can't keep doing that. The old law of averages will catch up.
8 in white taking on 8 in orange. And the 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes, not even close.
No, he's been missing pretty wide on all 3 of these. Not the widest of all, or the highest of all.
He's walked 1 in this game, just 4 on the season. A walk would put Hamilton West on the board. The 3-0 pitch. Just a bit high, and Ryan Gregg walks in a run. Wanted that call there. Home plate umpire rules it just above the letters, and the lead is cut in half. It's 2-1.
And as you say, that's kind of a surprise. I mean, his control has been outstanding all year. And, you know, he just came back. And threw 3 straight strikes out of being down 2-0. You figure, all right, he's got it. He's got it back. And then all of a sudden, I mean, didn't even throw a strike there.
And he's up to 67 pitches already here in the 4th. And he's ahead now in the count 0-1 to the leadoff batter, Tyrone Krupe, who's gone down on strikes swinging twice this afternoon. The 0-1 loops in there and off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, just a bit in. On a 1-1, that one's hit in the air, and making a diving grab out there at second base is Joey Andreas to preserve the 1-run lead.
Nice play.
A run does score for Hamilton West in the inning, but they leave the bases loaded. Ewing still on top 2-1. They come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, and it gives me a chance to remind you never to forget. If you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple at the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. And Tyler DiLorenzo, the former outstanding hockey player and 2012 graduate of Notre Dame High School, invites all his Mercer County friends to visit him at his great restaurant, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, in nearby Levittown. Tyler is a third-generation pie maker and owner of DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, and he's carrying on the tradition his great-grandparents started back in Trenton's Chambersburg section in 1938. Featuring their iconic Trenton tomato pie. Come visit DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in Levittown and enjoy their tasty soups and sandwiches made famous by Tyler's grandfather, Big Rick DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza is in the Vermilion Square at 8919 New Falls Road in nearby Levittown. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., closed on Mondays, and they do catering in Mercer and Bucks counties. Back here in the bottom of the 4th from Ewing, 2-1 Blue Devils on top of the Hamilton West Hornets.
Now, what would you call that ball that Tozy hit, that one that hopped over his glove? Did you give him an error or a bad hop single on that one?
I'd give him a single. I mean, yeah. McNona never really made contact with it over at third, and that's kind of the way scoring has gone here recently.
That's for sure.
You give the benefit of the doubt to the hitter for more offense.
Yeah.
No balls and 1 strike here to the catcher, Chris Salmon.
And it did. I mean, he had his glove down, and the ball just took a high hop over it.
That one low, 1 ball, 1 strike. 6, 7, and 8 due up here in the bottom of the 4th for Ewing. Joe Maglione warming up in the pen for Hamilton West. He looks ready to go back behind us. 1-1 to Salmon is ripped through the 4-hole and into right field, a base hit. Chris Salmon aboard with a leadoff single. And we'll see what head coach Jerry Gomez does. Looks like he's going to leave the left-hander in there.
What you got, 70 pitches? Yeah, I mean, he'll probably want to see if he can get through this inning. You know, barring how he pitches.
Keith Lesko, the batter, takes a fastball low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Depending how he pitches, I should say.
Yeah, and the thing about those 71 pitches now is, obviously for a game, not that much, but they've been high stress.
Yeah, they have.
In most of the innings that He's worked, and that one is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bolognini's had runners on in every inning but the first.
Yeah, the last 2 innings, both times he's had to deal with a guy out on second base at least. Bases loaded. Yeah, now he's got the guy on first.
Back easily that time is Chris Salmon. Back in the second inning, Keith Lesko walked and drove in a run with that walk. Off the wild pitch that had came with it. Snap throw over to first, and a nice play by Byra to save that one from going back towards the crowd.
Oops.
One to Lesko, way high. Snap throw back to first, and again, back easily is Chris Salmon, and he gives a little motion to Bolognini like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. Now he does go somewhere. Pitch is low, and they're going to have no chance. Salmon into second easily, and the catcher takes second base. First steal of the game for Ewing. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Lesko. Bolognini in danger of losing him for a second time this afternoon. The 3-1, up and away, ball 4. And the first 2 batters have reached here in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up the pitcher, Ryan Gregg, who had a sac bunt and an RBI on that suicide squeeze back in the second inning. And he's got another chance here to drive in a run.
North Star infield is in. All of them on the grass.
Already the 4th walk for Bolognini, who entered this game having allowed 13. You talked about it in the pregame, Fish, how his control has kind of been a problem this season. We've seen more of that here this afternoon.
Yeah, it's
Another bunt here by Gregg. It's a perfect one towards first. Byra up with it. Only play is to first. And a nice job to cover that time by Jaden Jennings. Sacrifice is successful. Second and third now with 1 out.
well, that is 2 absolutely perfect bunts by Connor Gregg. And, I mean, that one he just deadened. It just dropped dead in the grass. And Byra had to come charging in and he really had to turn and make a quick play to first.
And now the 9-hole hitter, Lorenzo Petrone, digs in. He struck out looking his first time up and takes strike 1. Infield in for Hamilton West.
What do you think? Maybe another squeeze?
Would not surprise me.
No. It worked once, but they might be thinking that and pitch out too. It becomes a chess game once you do it once.
Runners stay put. 0-1 in the dirt. Nice play by McDaniel to keep that one in front of him and hold Salmon over at third. So ball and a strike the count, and now a little meeting on the mound. Perhaps going over maybe some strategy depending on where this ball is hit.
Well, one thing, I mean, after they made this a 1-run game, you really do not want to let them get another insurance run now or 2. Big spot in this ball game.
Left on left, the 1-1. Hit foul up over the backstop, out of play. And, right off the back windshield of a truck.
Is that a little wristband there in honor of me?
I've got two wristbands on. I was doing a...
The blue one, F-I-S-H, it says.
The 1-2 pitch is swinging. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Whatever you want to believe, Fish.
All right, I'm going to believe that.
Do you want me to tell you what it's for?
Sure.
Well, when I was at Notre Dame this week covering girls high school lacrosse on WBCB, their head coach over there, Brian Fisher, kind enough to give us these wristbands in honor of Fish Clothing Company that was sponsoring the games.
Okay. All right. So it's the other fish that it's really in honor of.
That one's up high, 1 ball, no strikes. It could be whatever fish you want it to be.
Yeah, I like my initial thought better.
I will say I was over there on Saturday with Ryan Baxter, and he said that it was a shame that you weren't there to get the wristband. It would have been very fitting.
Well, I'm going to have a little talk with Brian Fisher, get one of them myself.
1-0 to Simpkins is taken for a strike, 1-1. Bolognini trying to do some heavy lifting to get out of this inning. A huge strikeout to Patrone. Runners still out there at second and third for Simpkins.
And Simpkins has been their hottest hitter all year, and he's handled them twice. See if Simpkins has picked anything up yet.
1-1 in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Simpkins 0 for 2, a strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging.
Yeah, and sometimes, that old thought of the third time through the lineup type of thing. We'll see. We'll see if he picked up anything on this guy or Bolognini still has his number.
Big swing and a miss way late on that fastball with Simpkins, and now Bolognini taking a deep breath. He's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed and keeping his team down by only 1 as we start to get towards the later stages of this game.
Yep.
Salmon on second, let's go. Or Salmon on third, let's go on second, and now a full count.
Yeah, well, if he was going to pitch around him, he might have done that already. Although with 3 balls, you really don't, you don't want to walk him, but you'd rather walk him than give in and give him something really good to hit.
Sam Leibowitz waits on deck. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The 3-2 to Simpkins, fouled away to the backstop.
Whew, just hung in there. Just got a piece of that.
Bolognini trying to just pump those heaters right by and was able to do it to get to 2 strikes, and a nice job by Simpkins to just stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 big runners out there on the base paths. Full count pitch coming to Simpkins. Popped up and up over our heads and into the bullpen. Tell you what, when those pop-ups that go foul up over our heads come straight up, I lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Always get a little nervous.
They could very easily come land on us. I've seen them come that close before. I've seen people that were behind this backstop all scatter.
On a 3-2, Simpkins hits that one back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. 2 runs will score, and Sam Simpkins delivers with a 2 RBI single in the 4th.
Well, that was just an absolutely great at-bat by Simpkins, and that's the kind of at-bat you expect from guys hitting 400. It was a 2-2 count. He worked it to 3-2, got 2 pitches he couldn't handle but fouled them off to stay alive, and then got a pitch he liked, stroked it nicely, right back up the middle, and that's a major, huge hit for the Ewing Blue Devils.
And just great placement on that as well. A seeing high 27 hopper through the infield. And now McDaniel will go out and check on his pitcher, Bolognini, who's got to be frustrated after getting that big strikeout against Patrone. 1 strike away from finishing off this inning without allowing any runs. And just a tough way to give up those 2. Weak contact and just beautiful placement off the bat of Simpkins to make it a 4-1 game.
And, you could argue the fact, you could say, well, why didn't they pitch around him or why didn't they walk him? But as you pointed out, today he's walked 3-4 batters leading up to that. You don't want to load the bases when your pitcher is not having the best of location days either.
And Simpkins had gone down on strikes twice already, so he was able to send him back to the dugout on a pair of occasions. Not that time, though. Simpkins figured him out. And now it's a 4-1 game. Sam Leibowitz behind in the count 0-1. He's 0 for 2.
And that's the sign of a good hitter. One that they get you twice and you make some mental notes. And you come back and say, all right, my turn.
Where Bolognini now ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So a great job to settle down, now trying to finish off this inning and keep the deficit here. He'll step off, call time, and get the sign relayed back to him from his catcher, McDaniel. Simpkins a short lead off of first. The 0-2 pitch coming, and a strike 3 called on the outside corner. It was dropped. McDaniel applies the tag to finish off the inning. 2 runs do score on a 2-out single by Sam Simpkins. Ewing on top 4-1 as we head to the 5th on the WBCB Sports Network.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Welcome back to Ewing High School alongside Rich Fisher. I'm Jordan Hirsch. 4-1 Blue Devils on top of the Hornets here as we enter the 5th. And it will be 2, 3, and 4 due up in the Hamilton West lineup. Jaden Jennings, Bryce Bolognini, and A.J. Madalena. Ryan Gregg looking for a shutdown inning, and he delivers a first pitch ball, 1-0.
Yeah, I keep saying Connor Gregg. It's Ryan Gregg. There's 2 Greggs on this team.
That one inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Connor Gregg, the older brother of the sophomore that's out on the mound right now, Ryan Gregg. Two-0 to Jennings. Up and in. Jaden Jennings 1 for 2, a single and a pop out to short. Ahead 3-0, and he walks on 4 pitches. Not the way that Ryan Gregg wanted to start this inning. His team gets him 2 more runs. They're up by 3 now, and a leadoff walk.
Right. You want to start get that first out after you get those 2 runs back, and giving a walk up right away is not the way to go about things.
And he's going to get a quick visit here from his pitching coach as well as his catcher, Chris Salmon. I guess just trying to settle him down and before anything gets out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, you got one that you're 3 innings away from getting. You don't want to lose it.
I'll tell you what, this Blue Devils offense that we'd mentioned earlier, they'd scored the least amount of runs in the CVC Valley Division. They're up to 4 runs here today. Still 3 innings left. And an interesting note here, Ewing, when they score 5 or more runs, they haven't done it that often, but they're 4-0, 0-8 when scoring under 5.
Right.
And they're up to 4 here. First pitch to Bolognini is taken for strike on the outside corner, 0-1. On an 0-1, Bolognini takes way up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one kind of slipped out of the hand there of Gregg, it looked like.
It's kind of funny. I've been confused the whole day. First I called him a left-hander. I'm calling him by his brother's name. I think I gave his brother stats before the game, too. So I apologize to the Gregg family, but both of them are good pitchers.
We'll get there eventually. Top of the 5th, we've still got time.
Yes.
Sun beginning to set over the first base side. 1-2 from Ryan Gregg. High chopper out towards second. Andreas up with it, flips to second in time to get the lead runner, 1 down. And a nice play there by Joey Andreas out at second base.
Yeah, very much so. Alert, saw that he still had a shot, just sort of shoved it over to him, backhanded a little bit, and just what you want to do. Get that lead runner. Keep the double play in order. Keep that runner out of scoring position.
And it brings up the designated hitter, A.J. Madalena. He's 1 for 2, a single and a fly out to left. And he sees a first pitch fastball and rockets it out towards center field. Going back on its Petrone, can't get it. It takes a weird hop and rolls all the way towards the wall. Heading to third base goes Bolognini. He hits the bag and comes home. Going to third base is Madalena. And he's in there with a stand-up RBI triple, and it's 4-2.
Man, he saw that. He's right first pitch. He saw a pitch he liked, and he smoked it. And, yeah, I don't think Petrone saw it right off the bat. I think he looked like he stepped in, took a step in for a second, then saw after a few seconds he had to get on his horse and go back on it. And great job by Madalena getting all the way to third where a fly ball can score him and make this a one-run game again.
An interesting decision here. Blue Devils playing the infield in with the lead. This one's popped up foul back behind home plate.
Yeah, with a 2-run lead, do you want to keep? I mean, I guess you're running a risk now of if they get one through that could have been fielded if the infield was back. Okay, you give up the run, but you prevent a big inning. Now, if you get one through, you still got a runner on, and you still got a chance to score some more.
This one's rocketed out towards short and through into left field, a base hit. The gamble with the infield in does not pay off. It's a 4-3 game, and Byra's over at first. And I'll tell you what, that one, we'll never know, but that was hit in a spot where Sam Simpkins might have been able to get to it had he been playing back.
He would have definitely been able to get to it, yeah. I mean, but, hey, that's the chance you take, and let's see what happens here.
Byra's going to be pinch run for. It'll be Dale Plunkett going out to first.
I mean, if he'd have played back, Madalena would have scored anyway. It's just now you just want to make sure that the runner on first base doesn't get.
Yeah, he would have scored, but you would have had 2 outs.
Right, you would have had 2 outs.
Instead, just the one. Mignona in at third for the catcher, Simeon McDaniel, who's already tried to lay down a bunt today and has been successful with it with a sac bunt last inning. 4-3 game. The Hornets have gotten the 2 runs right back. And McDaniel's ahead 1-0.
Oh, this is quite a little battle we got going on here. Good ball game.
Yeah, nice answer by the Hornets offense after Sam Simpkins made it a 4-1 game last inning. Quick strike, it's right back to 4-3. Plunkett off of first, does not go. Pitch is taken for a strike. Second throw over, and second time Plunkett is back with a head-first dive. The 1-1, that ball's hit deep out towards center. Petrone makes the grab. 2 down here in the 5th. It'll hold Plunkett up at first.
I thought that ball was hit a little shorter than it was. Had some pretty good carry to it.
Yeah, and Petrone had to take a quick step back and to his right before making that grab. And fortunately for him, that time he was able to judge it well and put it away for the second out. First pitch to Tozzi's taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Salmon fakes the throw to first. The 1-0 from Gregg. Popped up foul off of first.
Let's see if they maybe send Dale Plunkett here with 2 outs. I think maybe if they get 2 strikes on Tozzi, they might.
The 1-1. Plunkett stays put, and it's roped out towards second, and a leaping grab made by Joey Andreas. Back-to-back innings. He's ended with a highlight reel play out at second base.
He sure has. Oh, man.
2 runs do score in the inning. It is a 4-3 game. We are through 4.5, and because it's high school, it's time to stretch here as we head towards the bottom of the 5th. And as we stretch, I'll let you know that the Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or an pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery, since 1936. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Bottom of the 5th, and a new pitcher out there for Hamilton West. It's the left fielder, Peter Lanos.
All right, well, I was confused all day today. I thought the game was at Nottingham, that Notre Dame-Nottingham game. It's at Notre Dame, and the Irish are winning 10-2 going into the top of the 7th. So that's where that stands. I don't know why I thought that game was at Nottingham.
Just one of those days it happens.
Yeah, it's happening all over the place. So Notre Dame is looking, they're 3 outs away from their 5th straight win and snapping Nottingham's 7-game winning streak. And that's going to make things even more interesting now when it comes to that Mercer County seeding, because a win by Nottingham probably would have, put them in and knocked Notre Dame out. But now, I don't know. They're going to have a tough task on their hands.
And Peter Lanos, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The scoreboard here was wrong. It had read 0-2. It was 1-1. Now 1-2 to Jake Mignona. 1-2 from Lanos. Breaking ball, chopped out towards second base, charging it, and right under the glove of Jaden Jennings into right field. That hit the lip of the grass and stayed down. And I guess we'll give that a leadoff single for Mignona.
Yeah.
Not much that Jennings could have done out there at second base. Just an unfortunate hop for him.
Yeah.
Just the second hit of the game for Mignona. He's now 2 for 3. And it brings the second baseman, Joey Andreas, to the plate. 1 for 1, a single and a walk, scored on a wild pitch. First pitch to him from Lanos is a heater taken for strike 1, 0-1.
Peter Lanos, have you given Lanos the stats while I was looking at that other game?
I have not.
Okay.
You'd like to do the honors?
Sure. 7 1/3 innings, giving up 10 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts, 5.73 ERA.
Fires back over to first, and back in time that time is Mignona.
Once again, Hamilton came back with a couple runs. Ewing trying to put some distance between them again.
The 0-1 from Lanos. Fastball ripped down the left field line. It's a fair ball headed towards the corner. Mignona hits second in rounds. Heading towards second goes Andreas. Coming around third this time is Mignona. He's going to score without a throw, up to third base, and rounding.
No, they're giving him. I think this is a ground rule double.
Ground rule double. Did it?
Yeah.
It had rolled, I guess, past the foul pole down there, so no RBI.
No run scored.
Mignona, we'll see where they rule him, because if they rule it he was past second, he could be awarded home. And that's what they say.
Okay.
So it will be an RBI, and Andreas.
The umpires are talking it over, and Jerry Gomez is coming out.
And it looks like Andreas is going to head to third. Nope, he's going to go back to second.
Okay. But they are giving. No, they're sending them all out.
Nope, yeah, here comes Mignona. A lot of confusion here. It remains a 4-3 game. Ground rule double for Joey Andreas. It's second and third with nobody out.
All I can say is I'm glad I'm not the only one.
We've got it figured out now, fortunately. Joey Andreas now 2 for 2. He's halfway to the cycle. And so far, tough sledding for Lanos out of the bullpen.
Yeah. Jerry Gomez out. Let's see what he's going to do. Actually, I don't think that's Jerry Gomez. That's his
pitching coach.
Pitching coach, yeah. They both have beards. Dave Angebrand has a beard. Everybody's got a beard.
Playoff beards.
Too hot for the beard.
It's going to be cooler this weekend. But, yeah.
I believe
it's been warm.
The weather, the weather here in the spring, it's beautiful one day and then miserable 2 days later.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get in this area.
Point guard will agree with that as we sat frozen at Robbinsville Friday night.
Colin Elam will be the batter, infield in, second and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and this is a no-brainer infield in now. You cannot let them get that extra run.
And Ewing trying to get to that magic number of 5 runs. First pitch fastball taken outside, 1-0.
Why is that a magic number?
Well, they're 4-0 when they score 5 or more runs. 0-8 when scoring under 5.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
They haven't done it often, just the 4 times.
Right.
But they've been unbeatable, at least to this point, when they get to that number of 5. And they're 1 away here with runners on second and third and nobody out. 2-0 to Elam. Chop towards third, and it's through the hole into left field, a base hit. There's run number 5. Mignona crosses the plate. Here comes a throw. Ooh. And Andreas will dive in safely. It's 6-3. Elam takes second on the throw. It's a 6-3 ball game, and the Blue Devils get those 2 runs that they just gave up right back.
Talk about a clutch hit. And that ball was not hit hard, but that's the advantage of hitting with the infield in. I mean, you don't have to hit it too hard. You just have to hit it at a spot where nobody's at and they don't have time to react to it. And again, you had to have the infield in there. I mean, you had to chance it, and it just did not work out. And big time hit by Colin Elam.
And so now a real tough outing for Lanos out of the bullpen. 3 batters he's faced. He's given up 3 hits, 2 of these rockets. They're going to intentionally walk Chris Salmon to put the double play in order, and that will bring up Keith Lesko.
Well, Ewing is just teasing Hamilton. It gets ahead, it lets him crawl within. Gets ahead, lets him crawl within. Cuts ahead further again.
Lesko, he's walked twice in this one. We'll see if the sacrifice bunt is on here with second and first, nobody out. There it is. Pulls it back, taken for a strike.
And, yeah, looking back, we mentioned that last inning with Ewing playing the infield in, and it backfired, but it didn't in the end result because the way that ball was hit, it would have scored whether the infield was in or out, and the runner on first never did score. So
0-1 to Lesko. This time he's free swinging, and it's hit back towards the middle, a base hit. Elam's going to score up to third base. Is Salmon. The throw from right field is late. Now taking second is Lesko. Everything going right for the Blue Devils. It's 7-3.
Absolutely aggressive base running, and and you can do that when you're ahead. You can go a little more aggressive, and take some chances, and that's what they're doing, and it is turning out perfect for him.
So that's an RBI single for Lesko. He takes second on the throw. He's now 2 for 2. He's been on base all 3 times, a pair of RBIs as well for the righty. And now the pitcher, Ryan Gregg, digs in. He's got a pair of sacrifice bunts in this one. And here comes head coach Jerry Gomez with the lineup card. Let's see if he makes a pitching change. Takes the ball from Lanos. That'll be it. Real tough outing for him.
Yeah.
Faced 5 batters, single, double, single, intentional walk, and single.
Yeah.
And Joe Maglione, who was warming up earlier in this game, is going to be the new pitcher.
Got a bad break when that ball stayed down to start the inning on the single, but the rest of them have been pretty well hit. Well, can't say that. Elam's ball was not hit hard, but it was hitting the right spot.
Yeah, he did give up a few rockets, especially the one down the left field line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Andreas just smoked that ball.
And you had mentioned it, that Lanos, he had struggled, came in with a 5.73 ERA, and that jumps well up.
Yeah.
And while Joe Maglione gets loose, I'd like to let you know that the Whole Child Fair is on May 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Hamilton West. Join the Hamilton Township School District and various community agencies for an evening of informational and educational resources to support students in their educational journey. The event is free for all Hamilton families and community members. And Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, unlike the Phillies, Tuesday Dollar Dog Nights, and Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun.
The Phillies are doing, what, 2-for-1 dog night? That's still like a $1,800 hot dog, even if you get 2 for 1.
They've got BOGO nights going on now after, shall we say, maybe some poor behavior by the fans last season during Dollar Dog Nights.
Yeah, it only takes a few people to ruin it for everybody.
Well, starting June 4th, every Tuesday night, you can head over to Arm & Hammer Park, get yourself a Dollar Dog over at the Thunder game.
There you go. Here comes Ryan Gregg, not to be confused with Colin Gregg, who's not to be confused with Ryan Gregg, except if you're me.
Already 3 runs home in this inning, and it's second and third with nobody out. Now they're going to walk the aforementioned Ryan Gregg. Second intentional walk of the inning. So really now all 6 batters who have came to the dish have reached here in the 5th. And the bases are full of Blue Devils for the 9-hole hitter Lorenzo Petrone, who has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. A chance to really break this one open, already up by 4.
I always wonder what a reliever thinks when they come in and the first thing they say is walk them. Figure if you're a reliever, you figure, well, let the other guy walk him. This way, if he scores, it's his run, not mine.
Yeah, I actually never considered that this would be Maglione's run. I guess the counter argument to that would be just don't allow him to score.
Well, yeah, that's obviously the thing, but the plan.
0-1 to Petrone, down and in.
But if I'm a pitcher, you want me to come in to get outs, the first thing you're telling me to do is walk a guy.
I guess that would be a real nice comeback, though, by the head coach. Hey, why are you walking him? That would be my run. Just don't let him cross the plate.
Yeah, don't let it be your run.
1-1 to Petrone. 2-1 to Petrone.
And I guess now that the reliever, he's not really exerting too much. It's the automatic walk. Just, okay, walk him.
Put up the 4 fingers and head down to first.
Yeah, it's not like you're lobbing 4 balls up there.
Infield in, 2 balls and 1 strike. 3 runs home in the bottom of the 5th. And the 2-1 to Petrone is chopped foul, 2-2. It's been a struggle for Patron at the dish this season. 0 for 2 today, 190 coming into this game. But a chance to extend what's a 4-run lead right now. The 2-2 to Patron from Maglione, and it's cut on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout for the right-hander. 1 down in the 5th.
Well, that is big. Anytime you can get an out with a man on third and less than 2 outs, that's big. Well, you still got some lifting to do now. You got a really good hitter who came up big last time with the 2-run single, and Sam Simpkins.
Simpkins 1 for 3 today with that 2-run single. Also a pair of strikeouts. First pitch from Maglione hits him in the back.
Oh.
That will force in a run. A painful way to do it, but it's going to be the 3rd RBI of the game for Simpkins, and it's 8-3.
Yeah, he'll take it. I think it's our first hit batter of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of walks, and that's the first time someone's been plunked.
Well, this has become quite an inning for the Blue Devils.
4 runs home, bases loaded, just 1 out. The 2-hole hitter, Sam Leibowitz, up to bat. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeout lookings, and a ground out to second. Now the 3rd straight inning he's been up. First pitch from Maglione, high. One-0 pitch to Leibowitz. That one nearly hits him in the helmet, and he has to duck out of the way.
Yeah, that was a little scary. Wasn't thrown overly hard, but still.
Maglione wants a new baseball after that. And now it no longer becomes a comfortable at bat for Sam Leibowitz after Simpkins got hit last time up, and that one up near the dome.
No.
Maglione set on a 2-0. Leibowitz takes strike 1 right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give him a fat one, but you really need to attack him now. There's no place to put him.
The 2-1 to Leibowitz is ripped out the middle. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the 2nd runner to the plate. He's in there ahead of the tag. It's 10-3. And the Blue Devils pouring it on here in the 5th. 2 RBI single for Sam Leibowitz.
Yeah, they sure are. I mean, they're seeing it and they're hitting it. It doesn't matter who the pitcher is. They're just teeing off.
Keith Lesko and Ryan Gregg come around to score. 6 runs in this inning. And now Jake Mignona will be the 10th batter to hit. It's officially going to screw up our scorebooks.
Yeah, we got to jump another one.
Mignona singled and scored earlier this inning to get this started. And the first pitch to him is hit in the air out towards left field. Coming in on it is the left fielder, makes the grab, winds up and fires to the plate, not in time. Crossing it is Sam Simpkins. It's 11-3. Not sure who that is out and left after Lanos had come in to pitch. But it's now a 7-run bottom of the 5th. Sacrifice fly for Mignona.
And Ewing will take that. Tack on as many as they can.
It brings Joey Andres to the plate. He doubled and scored earlier in the inning. First pitch to him is in the dirt, 1-0. Leibowitz out at first. The 1-0 from Maglione, chopped foul and nearly making a nice play is Dave Angebrandt as he leaped up for that one but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, he'd have made that play a few years ago.
Just not enough height on that leap. And now he's forced to do the walk of shame to track it down.
That's right.
Ball and a strike to Andreas. And that one's grounded foul. That one a little too far wide, and making the play that time off the carom was Andrew Brandt, and he gives a little smile as he chucks it back to his dugout.
So you can get one by me, but you ain't getting the next one by me.
11 runs scored in this game for Ewing. Andreas, the 11th batter to come to the plate here in the 5th. He's behind 1-2. And he hits that one in the air towards the left center field gap. Over on it is Anson. He won't get it. It's going to drop. The inning will continue with a 2-out single. Sliding into third base goes Leibowitz. Runners on the corners with still 2 away. And it'll bring Colin Elam to the dish.
Man, this has got to be the best inning of the year for the Blue Devils, I would think. 2 hits in the same inning for Andreas.
He's now 3 for 3. He's been on base all 4 times up.
Have a game, Joey.
And now let's see if Jerry Gomez makes a change. He's got the lineup card in his hand, hasn't signaled. Looks like he's going to stay with Maglione. Give him a chance to just get out of this. It's 11-3. And at this point, I wonder maybe if you just ask Maglione to kind of wear this one.
Maybe.
Remember, in the previous inning, top of the 5th, Hamilton West was able to score 2 runs quickly and get the deficit right back down to 1, and that feels like ages ago now.
Yeah, for sure. And hey, if it wasn't for those 2 runs, this game would be over because it'd be in a 10-run rule. It's a long conversation, whatever they're talking about.
And Colin Elam still with a chance to end the game here. A ball in the gap or down the line. And we'd be watching Joey Andreas run.
That never happens. When I'm at these games, the runners get 90 feet from home every time in a 9-run game and don't score.
Well, I guess we should expect a single here from Elam.
Yeah.
Run scores. Andreas goes to third.
Expect Andreas to get to third and
that would be unfortunate for Chris
there.
Salmon. It'd be unfortunate for the next batter, Chris Salmon, who you know would be wanting to end it.
Right.
But unfortunately, because Rich Fisher is here, he would have a curse put on him.
Well, no, it would be, because Trey, it would be my fault that Chris Salmon wouldn't get him home.
That's the way it works.
I am the 10-run rule jinx.
Elam digs in.
That's probably good for Hamilton. they want their licks the last 2 innings.
This one's grounded out towards short. Backhand stab there by Krupe, and he can't get it. It's off his glove and into left. A run scores. It's 12-3. Not sure if they would have had a shot at Elam anyways.
No.
We'll give him the single and the RBI.
Definitely a hit, yeah. Oh, there's another guy with 2 hits in the inning. Look at it. In this inning, Jake McNoonan has a single, a run scored, and an RBI. Joey Andreas has a double, a single, a run scored, and Colin Elam has 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Oh man, these guys want this inning to last forever.
Well, a single here could end it. Out at second base is Andreas. Elam at first. Salmon at the plate. Takes a pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Maglione's still out there working on the mound. That was pitch number 18 for him out of the pen. One-0 to Salmon. Down the middle. High fly ball out towards left field. Towards the gap, and it's going to be caught. And it will remain a 9-run game. 8 cross the plate in the inning for the Blue Devils. They have broken it open. It is 12-3 as we head to the 6th on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
If you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The experienced shelter staff will do their best to match you with a companion that is a good fit for you and your family and lifestyle. The shelter has cats and dogs available and sometimes smaller pets like rabbits, birds, and reptiles. Not ready to adopt but want to help the animals? There are volunteer and fostering opportunities available. The Hamilton Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays till 7 p.m., and closed on Sundays. View their adoptable pets at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter, and also learn about volunteer and foster programs. That's hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. The shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue off South Olden Avenue. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Back here from Ewing High School alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch, and the Blue Devils have opened this one up with an 8-run bottom of the fifth. They lead it 12-3. The new pitcher is Sam Simpkins. Now in at second base, Colin Elam, and Joey Andreas goes from second over to shortstop.
What an inning. 8 runs and 7 hits.
Yeah, like you had mentioned, that was, if not the best, certainly one of the best innings of the year for this Blue Devils squad, who have struggled to score really the entire way through this season. They came into this game with only 52 runs on the year. They've got nearly a fourth of that in this game.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what their season high was in runs this year.
I believe 14 they had scored a couple of games ago in their lone win in this unfortunate
PDS?
stretch. Yeah.
Okay.
They've lost 6 of 7, but you wouldn't know it if you had only attended this game.
Yeah. Sometimes teams are like that. They're better. They are better teams than their records indicate. They just little things go wrong, and it just costs you.
Robert Lipset Jr. is pinch hitting for the right fielder Tristan Bonilla. And he'll lead off the top of the 6th. And the first pitch from Simpkins way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lipset, this being just his second at bat of the season, swings and misses. It's a ball and a strike. 1 at bat, but he's scored 2 runs and driven in an RBI. He's also walked twice, and he's behind now 1-2. And a strike 3 called. So Simpkins starts his outing out on the mound just like Ryan Gregg did, with the pitch way up and away, and then comes back with 3 straight strikes.
Well, let's see what the book says here on Ryan Gregg. 5 innings pitched.
That one, and nice play
catch
by Simpkins out on the mound. Underhand flip to Lesko at first. Quickly 2 down here in the 6th.
5 innings pitched. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 3 runs. I think.
Jeopardy theme song plays in the background.
3 runs, all earned. 1, 2, 1 walk. 1 walk, 2 walks. 2 walks, 3 walks. 3 walks, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 strikeouts. Nice outing for Ryan Gregg.
And nice math by Rich Fisher.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you better put that Jeopardy music on. It comes on in 15 minutes.
Is that why you were hoping for the run rule?
No, we record it.
2-ball, no strike pitch, grounded out to short. Andreas has it across the diamond, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for Sam Simpkins out of the bullpen. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. Ewing holding a 12-3 lead. Trenton Thunder baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday dollar dog nights, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, Major League Fun, and Tyler DiLorenzo, the former outstanding hockey player and 2012 graduate of Notre Dame High School, invites all his Mercer County friends to visit him at his great restaurant, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in nearby Levittown. Tyler is a third-generation pie maker and owner of DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, and he's carrying on the tradition his great-grandparents started back in Trenton's Chambersburg section in 1938, featuring their iconic Trenton tomato pie. Come visit DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in Levittown and enjoy their tasty soups and sandwiches made famous by Tyler's grandfather, Big Rick DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza is in the Vermilion Square at 8919 New Falls Road in nearby Levittown. They're open Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., closed on Mondays. And they do catering in Bucks and Mercer County. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, new pitcher out there for Hamilton West is Joaquin Gutierrez, who was a courtesy runner back in the 2nd inning. Gutierrez this season, 7 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, 6 walks and 6 strikeouts. That's good for a .639 earned run average. And he will face the bottom 3 in this Ewing lineup: Keith Lesko, Ryan Gregg, and Lorenzo Petrone. Keith Lesko 1 for 1 with the RBI single and 2 walks. And the first pitch from Gutierrez is taken for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Jordan, I should tell you that I was never a Jeopardy fan, but when my mom came to live with us in January, that was her favorite show. So we've been smoked. We've been forced to watch that and Wheel of Fortune every night. And so I've become a Jeopardy guy now.
Do you play along? I will ask, do you play alongside?
Well, and that's why my mom, she thinks this is why mothers are beautiful in their advancing years. Well, I'll answer 3 right during maybe the show, and she'll go, "You're really smart. You should be on this show." Only takes 3 right, and then she thinks I should be on the show.
Fill out the application.
Yeah. And then I'll say some stupid thing that has nothing to do with what the question was. And
this one, a high chopper towards third. Charging it is Tozy, and he boots it.
Yeah, I think that one's an error.
Would have been a close play, but we've been very generous with the scoring this whole game, and
yeah.
We'll give the error that time. Keith Lesko reaches first on the E5.
And in case you think it matters, when it comes down to the season stats, it doesn't. It's just whatever they put on NJ.com or whatever the home team rules it is what it's going to be.
Just matters based off of what color of pen I use, as this one's popped up shallow left field. Going out on it is Krupe. He calls it and makes the grab. 1 down. That one, without a doubt, P6.
Yeah. You were on top of it, pal. That's his first official at-bat. He had 2 sacrifices and a walk.
He drove in a run with the first sacrifice, which was off the suicide squeeze.
Yep.
Now here's Lorenzo Petrone. He's really been the only Blue Devil to have a tough day at the plate so far. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Not a good start, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitch kind of disappeared.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch, actually.
Lesko over at first. And the 0-2 to Patron. Chopped foul, and he stays alive. Sun continuing to set. Temperature continuing to drop.
Yes.
Much to the pleasure of all of us.
Yes, it's very comfortable. It's been comfortable all day. A little warm, but that's nice. It was a nice warm.
0-2 way upstairs. And a nice play behind the plate by McDaniel. The 1-2, Patron takes just off the plate inside. Good eye.
Yeah, that was inside. He didn't even flinch. Moved his head back, but just kept his body right in there. Try to let it nip him.
So after falling behind 0-2, he's worked it back even now. Lesko off of first. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And for the fourth time this afternoon, Patron goes down on strikes.
You can tell he's frustrated. He kind of shook the back just ever so slightly. But that's a frustrating day. You always feel for a guy when he goes through a day like that.
And it brings Sam Simpkins to the plate. The fourth consecutive inning he's come up to bat. And he's behind 0-1.
Yeah. Pretty good.
He's been up in every inning except for the second. Struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the third, singled in the fourth, and then was hit by a pitch in the fifth.
Yep.
Here in the sixth, he's behind 0-2.
Sam Leibowitz comes up, we'll say the same thing about him. Every inning but one.
And to say that for a lot of the guys here on this Blue Devils team.
Well, some of them had double at-bats in that last inning. So they missed a few innings.
Strike three called. Pitcher's pitch. And we are through sixth here from Ewing. The Hornets would need a miracle down 12-3 as we head to the seventh on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live.
Welcome back to Ewing High School as we head to the top of the seventh here on the WBCB Sports Network. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. 12-3, Ewing on top, and Sam Simpkins out for his second inning of work out of the pen. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 in this Hamilton West lineup. That's Jaden Jennings, Bryce Bolognini, and A.J. Maddalena. Jennings 1 for 2 with a single and a walk in this one. And he rips this one back up the middle. Elam's got it, moving to his right. Fires to first, and a nice stretch by Lesko to get the runner.
Well, and that's the way it's going today for Hamilton. He really hit that ball well, squared up on it, right up the middle. But really nice play, and that's kind of the way it's been going for the Hornets today.
Elam making that play calm, cool, and collected. I thought that if he was going to get to that off the bat, it was going to have to be via a dive or a slide, but able to stay upright and make a nice play to get the first out here of this 7th inning. And Bryce Bolognini will dig in. He's 0 for 3. He's hit into a couple of fielders' choices.
Well, Ewing's got to really they got to feel good about the way today has gone. And Hamilton, they got to, I don't think this is going to knock them out of the county, but I really don't know. With Notre Dame winning today, and you got so many guys just right on that sort of tip. This will knock the Hornets to 8-6. You got Hamilton 7-6. I don't know.
Certainly a logjam for sure.
Yeah, Hamilton's got one more game against Haddon Heights on Saturday, which is cutoff day. Really would like to get that one. Almost maybe has to get that one.
3 balls and 1 strike to Bolognini, and he takes outside ball 4. So he's aboard for the first time today. It brings A.J. Maddalena to the plate. He has singled and tripled. He's accounted for 1 RBI.
The Hornets are in pretty good position with the states in Central Jersey Group 3. They'll probably be anywhere from...
Runner goes, and Salmon will throw. It's way late. And a stolen base for Bolognini. Second stolen base of the game for Hamilton West. Simpkins checks the runner at second. Delivers a 1-0 to Maddalena, up and away. A.J. Maddalena, who's thrown out at home in the 4th inning, looked like he may have injured his shoulder, and it's good to see that he's remained in the game since then. Bolognini at second. That one hits the outside corner, 2-1.
Kind of curious who won that Robbinsville-Allentown game today, because they're 2 of the higher teams. That's probably the battle for the 3rd seed, I would think, that game.
That one's fouled off, 2-2.
That's right towards my car, yikes.
Didn't hear any cracks, so
No.
I think we're good. Just got to get through 2 more outs.
I didn't hear a crack or a kathunk. Yep, 7 o'clock. Do.
Simpkins steps off as Ken Jennings comes on TVs around the country.
And here. I find it interesting that Hamilton's stealing down by 9 runs, don't you?
Yeah, and that one goes to the backstop. This time it'll be an easy up to 3rd for Bryce Bolognini. I was also kind of surprised that Salmon had decided to throw and not just give him the run.
Yeah,
Give him the base.
defensive indifference type of thing. It was like they played that as if it was like a 1-1 game.
That one's grounded off the glove of Simpkins. He's going to underhand flip to first. Coming in to score is Bolognini.
There you
And
go.
it's a 12-4 game, but right now Ewing just trying to count down outs, and they're 1 away from picking up just their 2nd win in 8 tries.
Yep, that'll lift them to 5-8.
Second RBI of the game for A.J. Maddalena.
That's why they stole the base, to get A.J. Maddalena an RBI.
Make it look a little better in the scorebook. This one's popped up towards short. Over on it is Andreas. He makes the call on the catch, and the Blue Devils have won. 12-4 is your final. They improved to 5-8 on the season. Hamilton West falls to 8-6 with the loss. Ewing rides an 8-run bottom of the 5th to this win, and it's a big one at home over the Hornets of Hamilton West. Just their 2nd win against HW since 2011.
Yeah, it's got to feel good, too, to end that frustration. So, yeah, a really good win for Ewing. Let's see if this can do something for them late in the season. Maybe they can have a nice late finish. And Hamilton's just really got to get things in gear here. They just continued to sputter a little bit, and then they got to turn it around and see what they can do against Haddon Heights. And Jordan, it was good hanging with you, buddy.
I'm good to hang with you too, Rich Fisher. Go home and get some Jeopardy on, and go Sixers. 12-4 is your final. Ewing gets the win over Hamilton West. We're going to take one more quick break and be back with our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview. Joey Andreas will get the gift card when we return on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome Welcome back to Ewing High School. I'm here with our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Joey Andreas. Joey, great game. You get a free hoagie at the Italian People's Bakery. 3 for 3 today. You faced a couple of different pitchers. You had a really nice game offensively. What was the game plan going up there?
Just stay within myself, keep myself calm, cool, and collected, get a pitch I can drive, and just let the game go on from there.
Now you finished off the 4th and 5th innings with a couple of spectacular defensive plays out there at second. What's it like for you having kind of a great all-around game on the offensive and defensive end like you did today?
It feels good. It feels good to contribute to my team as much as I possibly can today. We were all firing on all cylinders, and a couple plays in the defense helped me going at the plate too, so it just felt good all around today.
Well, coming into this game, your guys had a little trouble scoring runs. Not this afternoon, though. That big 8-run 5th inning. What does it say about this team that you guys were able to put up 12 runs against a pretty good Hamilton West squad?
It shows that we believe in ourselves, and just to come back from a little tough stretch, just to come back, put up some runs and get it going early, it really helped our confidence and just get us rolling today.
Well, Joey, thank you so much for your time. Great luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That is our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Joey Andreas. 3 for 3. He was on base all 4 times as well. 2 singles, a double, and a walk. Ewing victorious over Hamilton West, 12-4. And a reminder, today's game on the WBCB Sports Network has been brought to you by Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, Di Lorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Italian People's Bakery, Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trenton Thunder, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Trentonian, and Hyundai of Trenton. And so one more time for the entire crew, on color was Rich Fisher. Behind the camera, Nick Gallagher, our video engineer, Brianne O'Neill. I'm Jordan Hirsch saying thank you for watching and have a good night, everyone.